So in the spirit of amnesia, I want to run around this monster and talk about a couple nightmares that I have had within the past month to try to test my memory skills. Ooh, wow. I don't even know where I am right now. That is already a good start. Let's light this and keep on our way.
22nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth.
It was
I tried
stone?
to assemble it, but couldn't.
It didn't look like that when I
pieces
saw
didn't
it.
fit together as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Speaking of remembering things, that just reminds me of that story about that, what was it, a cheese wheel that lost a piece or something, and it was rolling down the street and it got used to doing things that way. And then when it finally found its missing piece, when it finally found its missing piece, it realized that it was rolling past everything too fast and it wasn't able to smell the roses anymore. I think it was I don't remember the name of the author now. The person that wrote Frankenstein, Mary Silverstein, Cloyster, Shelder, Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Ooh, instantly cockroaches. That's... okay, I thought that table... yeah, now that I've got to worry about the monster, is it on the other side of every single door or something? Okay, picked up laudanum. You know what? Okay, so my health is pretty much where it always was. A few cuts and bruises, ... Okay, so I can actually see what's going on. And that pulls, it doesn't push. Alright, cool. What was I... oh yeah, that's right, nightmares. I want to talk about this one first because, this one was leading into Christmas, and I feel like if I don't talk about it now, it's going to lose relevance. You know those kinds of dreams where the environment keeps changing, like, and it's different for everyone, the environment that's weird for them. For me, I have a couple. I know this is one of the things where I can know that it's a dream because I cannot drive in my dreams whatsoever. And the road... oh, okay. So probably move these is an idea. The road keeps twisting in a kind of vertical infinity loop. Like, I don't know... was that a bear trap? No idea. But... sanity, health, a few cuts and bruises. Wait, what is this? If I can go over here, what is this? Oh, that's my oil. I'm used to health bars looking like that, so... alright. Yeah. I don't know how many people have played the Wipeout racing series. It was like a futuristic, sometimes magnetic track hover car kind of racing thing, probably 100 years from now. They made a they made a prequel game stating that the first year that those futuristic hover races were 2048 for the PlayStation Vita. Anyways, there was this one track called Soul, and it went like what I was talking about a minute ago, this vertical infinity loop. It went all over the place, and driving in my dreams kind of ends up like that. And I don't know why, but it also does this where it puts me in the back seat behind the driver's seat, and I have super long arms and legs. I keep going to the same places and not knowing what's going on, and this, like, motion blur is not helping me at all. And I haven't even gotten to talking about my nightmares. Or at least the ones that I wanted to talk about, I'm trying to lead it in by talking about the driving thing, how environments can change. The other environment that I have that changes for me is a house. Like, if I'm in a house in my dreams, it's always kind of messed up. I always want to explore the house, and I always end up in this, like, where it starts to change is me going into a closet and kicking out a square panel that's at, like, foot level, and then crawling through it, and then it's a different house. Things keep trying to kill me in my dreams, first of all. I have absolutely no idea why it keeps happening. It's like a recurring...
Yesterday.
Oh.
Smith.
Oh, it was a new note. I actually do want to check on this right now. Oh no, I missed his voice, so it's not going to be him saying it now. I've got to do it. Great. 25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important, I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today I confirm my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself like ice, slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties. So, back to my dream for the millionth time. The house had changed into a completely different house with, like, Christmas lights hung up pretty much everywhere, and these people kept phasing through the wall like just 50 people, 100 people, you know? Just coming through the wall out of nowhere, and they were these, you know, like Winter Village people, like dressed like elves and lumberjacks and all that. And, for some, like, usually I'm a lot smarter in my dreams than I am in real life, if that makes sense. Okay, wait, but why would I need to deal with the crank if, oh, for the trapdoor, the hatch is too heavy to lift by hand. So, wait. Daniel could move that boulder. He could move that boulder that was in front of the door in the last video, in the wine cellar. But yet he can't lift a hatch. I also noticed that there is just enough light going around now that I'm supposedly not crazy. But yeah, in my dream, I ran to the basement and I trapped myself and there were all these like lumberjacks and elves coming out of the walls like shadow people with hatches, and in the basement there was like a model train or something, and I was doing all this weird crazy like Spider-Man parkour trying to get over tables and everything and chairs and just knocking everything over. The other nightmare that I had, what was it, just like a week ago, there was this theater that was turned into a apartment complex, I guess, kind of. What is oil? Okay. Absolutely of no use to me because, like I said, that one person asked me to deal with the lantern, and just to mess with Daniel's mind, I am specifically not going to do that. I know that I keep going through the same places, but I am trying to not run around and actually slow down so that I can look, everything looks the same. Where is the crank? I feel like I'm missing something that I shouldn't be missing at this point. I will actually start to turn on at least one light in every room so that I can figure this out. Also, where did the monster go? It warned me about it, and then all of a sudden it just kind of effed off to Neverland. But yeah, this theater got turned into this apartment complex or whatever, this huge, like super huge theater, kind of as big as a superstore. Like, does anybody remember when stores didn't used to be so big that you couldn't see, like when you stand at one end you can't see the other end? Like, that's how it is now. Superstores are the regular standard of stores now, and I don't know. I'm getting off track. It was owned by these rich people, and they kept trying to scrimp and save like every last, that's probably the wrong term to use. They were trying to save every last cent that they could by taking things away from the community, and I was like the head guard or something. I was like the head guard. It's stuck. Something is clogging the crank and pulley contraption. Okay, so... Oh, I see it. Right, there we go. So I kind of got the right idea earlier. Because I'm trying to talk, I didn't fully... Okay, so can I just... No. It wouldn't let me do it all the way, so I don't... Okay, so is that all the way up now? Okay, good. But yeah, I was the head guard, and I was hiring people from... Dang it, every time! I was hiring people from the community to be part of the security team, and they were helping me fix the community little bit by little bit at a time, but the rich people that owned that theater neighborhood kind of thing were getting mad at me, and they were trying to get me to stop, and they were trying to implement all these changes that would have messed the whole neighborhood up. And ooh, a new thing. He crashed through the surface. The dark Atlantic water smothered him as he struggled to make sense of the situation. But yeah, I was trying to fight against them in this like board meeting or something, and I thought that I was winning, right? I thought that I had made my point well known and that they were going to back down. But the very next day, in my dream, every single person in my security team had died. I should not have walked forward at all. Ooh, cool. I'm just gonna pause it for a second. Every single person in my security team had died, and, like, I was going into work that night in my dream, and, every single person that lived there had all their stuff out in the hallways in these big, black trash bags. And then I learned that my security team got wiped out, and then I was so, like, emotionally distraught in my dream that I tried to run away from the rich corporation people, but they weren't there when I was having my mental breakdown, and then all of a sudden they were there to shoot me at the end of the dream. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what my brain keeps trying to tell me, but people keep trying to kill me in all my nightmares, and it's like, it could stop. I doubt it's going to, though. But now we are at an interesting part of the game. Any part of anything that has water trying to come in through the hallway is never a good sign. I bet that some stuff is gonna start to go down, so that's something to look forward to in the next video, maybe. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. I will see you later.